The Don Tony and Kevin Castle show contains explicit language and is intended for mature audiences only. But just because you're mature doesn't mean you can't be a little naughty.
All right. Anyway, I want to get into this really quick. I don't know how you people feel about Lana and Rusev, what went down tonight on Raw. I know people have compared it to Sable and Mark Merrow. Kevin and I have been saying for months upon months that it reminded us of a cross between Sable and Mark Merrow and Miss Elizabeth and Macho Man. Okay? The problem is Lana will never be on the heights of Sable, and I discussed it last week, is because we're not in the Attitude Era, and what are we going to do? We're going to see her kiss Dolph Ziggler? Oh, he's going to be a little crush. Do people realize that, I don't know if this is a running joke behind the scenes in WWE, but is it a requirement that every year a diva has to kiss Dolph Ziggler? I don't know if you people realize this, but in 2009, we had Maria. Remember Maria Kanellis, Wrestling Soup's favorite diva? Maria kissed Dolph Ziggler on TV, WWE TV. In 2010, it was Caitlyn. In 2011, it was Vickie Guerrero. In 2012 and 2013, it was AJ Lee. And last year, you remember Summer Rae and Layla, don't call us flawless, wanna be flawless. They failed at it, but remember Dolph Ziggler getting kissed by Summer Rae and Layla last year, and now we got Lana this year. So every year, a diva has to kiss Dolph Ziggler on camera, and Lana is the latest one. Now, here's the difference. Let's go back, people. 2009, Maria Kanellis. To anybody out there remember that? Caitlyn, I even think they had a kiss in NXT. So they had to practice before they did it on regular WWE television. Does anybody give a fuck about the Caitlyn kiss? What about the Vickie Guerrero kiss? All right, AJ Lee, I'm sure some people care about, because you remember, a lot of people may forget. AJ Lee, Biggie Langston, Dolph Ziggler, they were a threesome. I don't want to say they were doing menage a trois, but on TV they were a threesome. So, and Layla and Summer Rae last year, who the fuck gave about that? So Lana kissing Dolph Ziggler, I don't give a shit. What is this doing for Lana? In my opinion, as much as they want Lana to be a good girl and over with the crowd, come on, man. I mean, this is not the Attitude Era. When Lana came out to confront Rusev, you look at that crowd. You see if that crowd popped. They popped because of what she said to Rusev. Is that going to happen every week? Is she going to come out and diss Rusev every week? In my opinion, I hope WWE realizes they made a mistake, and maybe we'll see a swerve, and Lana will go back to Rusev down the line, and they shouldn't have teased this split in the first place. Yeah, you get a cheap pop for a week or two. Was it designed just to try to get into an Acme Insta feud between Rusev and Dolph Ziggler? So
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Kev, if you heard my...
This is Kevin Castle, by the way, co-host.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, one half of the new show that's on Stitcher.
Yes.
Go figure, right? No, what I was just telling everyone is Dolph Ziggler. I don't know if you realize this, Kev. I did some research tonight. Imagine being at my girlfriend's house for a barbecue tonight, and I'm on her laptop, and she's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm researching Dolph Ziggler's kisses from WWE television. And she's like, are you Finocchio or something? And for people that don't know, in Howard Beach, Guido land, Finocchio means fag. You fag? What are you looking up Dolph Ziggler's fucking kisses for? You Finocchio? So anyway, Dolph Ziggler in 2009 kissed Maria on Raw. In 2010, he kissed Caitlyn. In 2011, he kissed Vickie. In 2012 and 13, he kissed AJ Lee. And last year, he kissed, don't call us flawless, Summer Rae and Layla. Every year for the last 6.5 years, Dolph Ziggler's had a segment where he kissed the diva on Raw. Where is this going to get Lana even more over than what she was before? Do you like it? Do you think it's stupid?
No, I don't like the thing with Lana at all. you're right. I think it's going to be a backroom meeting, and they're going to be like, listen, this Rusev is horrible on his own. He is going to turn into we're going to have to make him a jobber. He's going to be what Nikolai Volkov was after he lost Iron Sheik as his partner. It was bad. It was actually painful watching Rusev talk. Lana, we need to talk. It was so bad. It was cringe. It was cringeworthy because I had a friend who was at Nassau texting me while he was there, just saying, watching this cringeworthy promo by used to be something Rusev. I was like, and then he said job guy and putting question marks. I'm like, oh God, that's his future. I think they are going to realize that Lana needs to stay with him. The Dolph Ziggler thing was so random, as my friend said. There was no point of her going out and even kissing him. What's the point of that? Yeah. And it just someone is just whoever is in charge of this section of the show really needs to be fired. I don't know who it is, but talk about random and makes no sense. I think Lana will swerve. I think she will rejoin Rusev because that was physically painful watching him struggle trying to do something to, I mean, you can even tell he looked like do you see in his face like he's like, oh God, get the mic away from me.
And
this is painful.
The segment, now don't get us wrong, people, the segment itself wasn't a bad segment, but when you look at the segment in the big picture, what the fuck does this do to improve either one of their careers?
It doesn't improve, and I don't think, like I said, also Lana's coming out the same, tight hair bun, like basically a Russian sexy librarian. If Lana came out with her hair down, different look, breaking out of my shell kind of thing, that would have been. Remember when Don Tony when Robin Green became woman?
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
Back in the when she was managing the Steiners and she was like a little cheerleader fangirl. Then she came out all sexed up. That's what they needed to do to Lana. They need to almost do it in reverse. Yeah. Like take this sexy librarian thing away, let her hair down, let her come out like an athletic wear in some kind of, sweatpants outfit or whatever. Just a different look and say, wow, that's Lana. This is I feel more comfortable. This is the real me. I'm breaking out of my chain. I'm going to be different now. But there was nothing there. She just came out the same way, and she kissed Dolph Ziggler, and she's mad because she doesn't want to say, I'm sorry. I mean, what's the point of that? That was the only thing I thought Rusev handled good, is when she went out of the ring and go, say the 3 words, I'm sorry. That I thought he delivered that line good. Yeah. But before that, it was painful watching him.
And not only that,
promo.
I guess we're not supposed to remember that, right after WrestleMania and right after the pay-per-view, she kept saying over and over to Rusev, I'm sorry. Exactly. Yeah.
I remember that. You're right. Yeah, I remember that. You're right.
I mean,